Hi, welcome back. This is Phil Liautaud at Zimbrick Buick GMC West. And today we're going to talk about one of our most exciting new vehicles in the last few years. This is the all-new 2015 GMC Yukon Denali XL. This is kind of the king of the hill in the GMC product line right now, and we're real excited to have it here. As you can see, just looking at the side view of the vehicle, they've dramatically changed all of the sheet metal on the car, made it much more distinctive and unique from its family siblings, and it's a complete redo of the vehicle. Everything from the mechanicals in terms of the powertrain, the suspension, to the way the seats work on the inside, as well as the complete interior has been completely redone, and we're real excited about it, and we think it's going to be a huge seller for us. Starting out up here in the front of the vehicle, we can talk about a couple of new features up here. Even though it has what looks like a little bit more of a squared off shape, they spent a lot of time in the wind tunnel on this vehicle. Your panel gaps are extremely tight, and it actually has a much lower drag coefficient than the older vehicle for improved fuel economy as well too. Big addition in the front of the car this year is we now have front parking sensors on the vehicle as well to complement the rear parking sensors in the back. Makes maneuvering the car in a tight parking lot much easier. They've also added the xenon high-intensity discharge headlights for the 2015 models, and they've also added the signature GMC LED daytime running lights up on the top of the vehicle as well too. Under the hood, some of the changes that they've made, the big changes this year is going to direct injection as well as continuously variable valve timing. This is a first for a push rod motor. It ups the horsepower up to 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. So it's the most powerful V8 engine in its class as well too. Coming over to the side of the vehicle, we'll talk a little bit about the suspension, which I brushed on a little bit earlier. One of the real exciting things about the Denali is that it comes standard with GM's magnetic ride control. This is a continuously variable suspension system that literally reacts fast enough to read every inch of the road when you're driving at 60 miles an hour. What it does is if you're driving on a bumpy road, it loosens up the suspension to give you a little bit more improved ride. If you're driving on a windy country road where you want a little bit flatter cornering, things of that nature, it helps firm up the ride to make the car handle much better than the old model that it replaces. Another real nice technology that we finally have available on our GMC trucks is the keyless entry with the push button start. It basically senses the proximity of the key fob and allows you to lock, unlock the vehicle without ever removing the key from your pocket. On the inside of the car, as you can see here, and this is something we'll come back for a little bit deeper dive in a later video, but they've completely redone the interior of the car using much higher quality materials, and also adding a lot more standard technology adaptability. You've got your standard Bluetooth. You can have up to 5 USB devices plugged in and be able to control them all from the radio system using voice commands as well too, giving you much more integration with personal devices such as Bluetooth phones, iPads, those types of things as well. There's also an available factory installed Wi-Fi hotspot available for this vehicle. Starting a little bit later in the model year with September production, they're actually going to be offering built-in Wi-Fi in these vehicles as well too, so you can have all the kids be using all their devices as with the car as a mobile hotspot. Now, if we come back here to the back of the vehicle, I want to show you the other big major change that they've made this year is flat fold seating. You no longer have to remove the third row of the vehicle if you want to maximize your cargo space. You now have a set of controls on the inside of the vehicle here. The rearmost ones control the third row seat, so With the touch of a button, you can take the third row down. Then with the touch of a second button here, you can bring the middle row seats down, and this gives you 122 cubic feet of usable cargo space with a nice flat load floor going all the way up to the front of the vehicle. This is probably the biggest single change on this vehicle, and it gives all of you Yukon owners out there a tremendous incentive to upgrade to the new model. So that's it for today. We're going to come back with another video talking a little bit more about some of the technology on the inside. But again, this is Phil Liautaud from Zimbrick Buick GMC West. Come on in and see us. We'd love to take you out for a test drive.